After the release of the animated Kong series and at the same time with the information from all the comics as well as the Monsterverse movies, we now have a very clear timeline of Skull Island, from its very ancient history to the modern times, as well as beyond. So let's get to it. Millions of years ago, it is unknown as to what time the island actually came to be, but theories have it as it was way back in the distant past that there was a connection of Hollow Earth and Skull Island via the entry points. Millions of years ago, through these entry points, there was a migration of life forms from beneath the planet to Skull Island, hence it having a unique blend of flora and fauna unseen anywhere else in the world. Unspecified, so Iwi myths have it that there was an ancient titan war in the Hollow Earth between the Gojira species and the Kongs, and it is believed to be instigated by Scar the Red Kong, and Godzilla defeated him and imprisoned him. Around 5000 to 1000 BC, after the devastative war, the Iwi tribes and the remaining Kongs migrate to Skull Island via the Hollow Earth entry point, making it their new home. Around 5000 BC to 1800 AD, over hundreds and thousands of years, the Iwi and Kongs create a magnificent civilization on Skull Island, as evident by the huge structures and statues seen on the island. The 1600s till the 1800s. In the series, we see a scene of one of the characters stumbling upon an Imperial Age sword in a cave. Therefore, this shows that European explorers in the Pacific Ocean got stranded and killed in the island. The late 1800s. The cranium reptans or the skull crawlers begin to emerge into the island via the entry points, and in their massive numbers they wage a war and preyed on both humans and Kongs on the island. The late 1800s. During the last great invasion of the skull crawlers, the civilization was wiped out, and we see the death of Kong's parents and the origins of our Kong in a flashback of one of the characters in the comics The Birth of Kong. 1933. There was an alleged disappearance of a filming crew on the island who set out to investigate the rumors of an island with exotic flora and fauna. 1944. During World War II, two fighter planes of the United States and Japan battled in mid-air and were lost in the Pacific. This was Hank Marlowe and Gunpei Ikari crash landing on Skull Island in the beginning of the 2017 movie Kong Skull Island. 1973, led by Bill Rander, this was the first Monarch expedition to Skull Island to investigate the Hollow Earth theory and document alleged rumors about the island. It was during this time that the battle between Kong and Ramarok, the Skull Devil, occurred and Kong defeated him. The late 1970s. It is unknown as to when this actually happened, but Spanish people got stranded on the island, the same one seen in the series on that coastal village. The early 1980s. After his battles with the giant chameleon, Kong bathed in the ocean and his blood awakens the Kraken that had been dormant for over a long time. The awakened Kraken destroys the coastal village, killing Kong's friends and hence starting the rivalry between the two titans. The early 1980s, a ship with Annie and her father gets stranded on the nearby island, which is a part of the Skull Island archipelago. It was here that Annie, from the series, befriends Doc, which is a large canine-like creature. The early 1990s, the Kraken devastates ships nearby the island, and this led to the events of Skull Island series and a final battle between the two titans, which ended in Kong killing the Kraken in a bloody battle. August 1995, a secret expedition was led by Monarch to Skull Island to properly document the island, but this led to the death of the entire crew, with only one survivor taking shelter with the Iwi tribes. 2019, in KOTM, Ghidorah calls for Titans to join the hunt and destroy humanity. Kong resisted the call, but the skull crawlers responded and began emerging from their dormant states. Let's just say it was a killing festival of skull crawlers by our big ape. 2019 to 2021, Monarch and Apex Cybernetics expand bases in Skull Island after events of KOTM. This is evident by their established presence as of the timeline of Kingdom Kong, as well as Apex having skullcrawler eggs as well as a large specimen by the time of GVK. 2021, Camazotz emerges and Kong battled it out in the events of Kingdom Kong, causing havoc and chaos to the island, and alongside the Bat Titan there were many of his Hell Swarm minions that battled against the fighter aircrafts of the US Navy. The storm created by Camazotz causes havoc to Skull Island's ecosystem and the Iwi tribe goes extinct. The storm stayed and hence the island becomes unlivable as of the present time. 2021 till 2025, a massive biodome is built to house Kong and the surviving species of the island. This was done in part by Monarch to study and preserve a benevolent tyrant in case there is need for a deterrent against Godzilla. Kong begins to destroy the dome, and due to this, he is transported away from Skull Island in the events of GVK, leading to the ultimate battle with Godzilla and Mecha G, as well as Kong relocating to the Hollow Earth. As of the present, the storm still perpetuates in Skull Island. The biodome is probably defunct, and the remaining life forms are either relocated or killed by the extreme environmental conditions. So that is the timeline of Skull Island in the Monsterverse. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button for support and subscribe. But most of all, smash that bell icon for regular updates on new videos here on this channel. Take care, fam.